Hi, everybody. Hi, Lori Sater here. It is New Year's Day, January 1st of 2026. Hurrah, celebrate with me because, wow, 2025 is over. And I am so grateful that energy is gone. That was a very intense year. Would you not agree? We just went through some of the most powerful internal and external house cleaning that we've experienced in a very long time. And we are now powerfully moving into the new. I'm sitting here in the parking lot at the Grey Nuns Hospital, and I've just dropped Rob off for his dialysis appointment, and I thought I'd come back to the truck and do my morning gratitude practice. And I really found so many things to be grateful for, I couldn't stop writing. And I thought I'd pop on and chat with you a little bit about how exciting 2026 is. I have had it rolling around in my head for almost a month now about the difference it's going to be. And it's already started today in how our whole life is going to change direction. This is a 1 year, it's a 10 year, not a one. And one is all about powerful new beginnings, creativity, change. But it also has this element of courage and confidence. In order to start new things, we have to be able to perhaps walk a road less traveled or put an idea out there that might fall under some criticism. And that takes a lot of courage. It takes some confidence. The zero that's in this year, it's so impactful in every area of our life. And what we have with that is 4 different frequencies that are attached to that number. So I want to say that the system that I follow comes from Dan Millman, the author of The Peaceful Warrior. And he wrote a book called The Life You Were Born to Live. And when I was raising our girls, young, powerful, scary, outnumber their mom girls, I read his book and found out how understanding what our life purpose is, what our inherent frequencies are, really changed how I parented them and how I was able to understand and see who they were. And so I started using it with clients, and I use it today. And so I want to share with you how those 4 frequencies are going to impact 2026, especially in January. What those frequencies are: sensitivity, strength, expression, and intuition. So throughout the year, those will influence how you move through this new beginning, how you use your creativity and your confidence. So for example, the expression might influence you to suddenly write a book or start a blog or open a website or start social media. This is my day, my first day. It's my 1-1. By the way, today is a 1-1-1 gateway. Let's take a look at that. It's January 1st in a 1 year. Powerful, powerful numbers for starting something new. If you've had an idea in the back of your head that's sort of been niggling and it's been really building in its power and its influence over the past few months, I'm encouraging you strongly to do it. Start it. Make a wildly important goal for a year and break it down by quarters, and then give yourself permission to actually chase that dream. Those 4 frequencies. So we did expression. Let's take a look at strength. It really is going to take a lot of courage, because the ideas that are coming to you are going to be new. They're not going to be things that are old and going to be rehashed. Those 4 planets we have knocking around in the sky, Uranus, Jupiter, Pluto, and Neptune, they are bringing new everything. Intensely new. So ideas are going to come to you that you've never had before. Creative flow that you've never felt before. And the courage and the confidence to go ahead and step into those. And so the strength to do the work and move forward, that will be there for you as well. Lean into those questions and look for the purpose and the challenges when they come up this year, because they're going to be leading you forward. They're they're signposts for you to stop and pause and see, or maybe you need to redirect. Now, intuition is something that's building for everybody. If you've spent the 9 of last year really focused on your inner world and what are the changes you're learning spiritually, emotionally, mentally, then this year coming up is really going to allow you to tune into your intuition. It's a very internal force, and if you haven't used it before, it may seem new. Most of us rely on our intuition without even thinking about it. So that soft, subtle little voice is going to build in strength, and you'll find yourself perhaps called to learn ways to tune into that intuition even more. And the last one is sensitivity, and I find this one probably to be the most underestimated in its power. As we change as humans and we move through this evolution, what I call it, moving into our 5th dimension, the age of Aquarius, whatever you want to call it, the planets are aligning us to please move into a place of love and a place of understanding and compassion. And that vibration of sensitivity is what we're going to need to use in order to do that, to be sensitive to what others are going through instead of arguing over a difference of opinion. It's compassion and understanding that will lead us forward. And this creativity will bring us into new pathways of understanding and compassion and meeting each other. I invite you today to avoid making New Year's resolutions. Instead, I invite you to sit down and really lean in to what is your wildest dream. And if you can't think that it can be accomplished this year, like my coach, Stacy Berger, says, give yourself 3. And in this case, you could even look at long-term 9, because we're in the beginning of a 9-year cycle. Really sit with yourself today. Tune in. Breathe a little. It's beautiful where I am. Get outside and let Mother Nature and God speak to you today. And find out what the 9-year cycle that's coming up for you can do for you and how you can contribute to humanity. Life is wonderful. Find your gratitude. We'll see you soon.